Hey, good evening, fam. I hope y'all are having a good rest of your weekend. I just wanted to jump up on here. There's been two things actually going on. First of all, my 9-month-old daughter came down with RSV, or they diagnosed her rather as RSV, even though I really think that it's asthma. Even though a lot of her symptoms do show true of RSV, she had the whole struggling to breathe, her rib cage going in and out. She had not, lack of diet. She didn't have a boogery nose at all whatsoever, which is kind of why initially I didn't think it was RSV. And so she had been basically struggling for I think 2 days. Well, when I took her in, we got a very abusive triage nurse. And so I reported her immediately because I just could not work with a piece of trash like that. And, I said, you know what? I hired you and I'm firing you now, okay? And if that makes me a cunt, well, then I guess I am. I don't know. And so, after I fired her, I let the other nurses know. I'm like, you know what? I need some loving, compassionate, nurses and doctors. Well, two things, okay? Um, First of all, they didn't even give my daughter a real doctor, okay? The doctor that serves at Southwest Medical Urgent Care, that's 24 hours. The doctor is only there in the morning from probably about 7 a.m. to about probably 12 p.m. for real. And the rest of the people that go in are being seen by physician's assistants. So these are people who are, doing their residency at the hospital, people who are, making strides to get their licenses to be doctors. And so, they gave my daughter a PA. Okay? So when we first got checked in there, this lady was disgustingly rude. She breached the HIPAA laws. She basically breached my daughter's, civil rights and things like that. And I'm not having it, and this is why I'm doing this vlog. Number one, she broke a massive HIPAA law, which I intend to file a massive report. I just am trying to calm myself down. Because if I don't calm myself down, things will go really badly. She was there just a week ago. So they diagnosed her with RSV, which is actually going around actively. This seems to be an epidemic among toddlers and infants. And yes, if you're wondering, adults can get RSV, but it's really uncommon. However, when my daughter was sick, I allowed her to get her saliva droplets all over me because I rather it be me than her. She is only 9 months old. Not to mention that this is I don't know what they've done to this. I don't know what they've done to this level of RSV, but they have released something into the chemtrails, okay? They have done something to the chemtrails to target our children. And it is not only RSV, but another virus at the same time, which is why it is immensely critical that if your little one or your toddler gets RSV, you immediately go to urgent care or you go to the ER. But a lot of these urgent cares are saying straight to the ER because they have the technology needed there to save your child's life if need be. Okay, here are some helpful tips, that I noticed with my baby that helped a lot. Number one, breastfeeding. It actually cut the virus down into a half. She still has kind of a slightly raspy cough, but it is a lot better than what it was a week ago when I brought her into the urgent care on Friday. So let me finish the whole scenario with the urgent care. So we got that trashy excuse of a nurse, which I fired immediately. I just could not work with somebody like that. And this is why I say it is so imperative for you parents to advocate for your babies, because these people are abusive. They know it, and they get a kick out of seeing the kids cry. It is disgusting and deplorable. That is one of the most best things I can recommend, is to self-advocate for yourself and your baby. Do not let these doctors, pediatricians, or nurses intimidate you and push you around. Please just don't. Number one. Number two, breastfeeding. It cut the virus down into half. Ezekiel, get my card out of my purse, baby. It's right there.
What got Penny?
And so breastfeeding made a big difference. Doing the asthma treatments actually regularly. And so I've been doing the albuterol nebulizer. Can you close it? Consistently for almost, let me see. No, actually, I'm sorry. We went on Thursday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is going to be Monday tomorrow. So it's officially been 5 days. However, day 5 is usually the day where they heal or they can backtrack and get more severe and end up in the hospital. So I'm really praying hard that my baby Lulu, doesn't backtrack. She ends up just kind of staying right where she's at and healing, and also spiritually, sickness is a pact of demons and of the devil. And I'll tell you right now, me and my kids do not belong of the world. We are of God. We are children of God. Even myself, that I'm old. I'm 36 years old. So a few things that I just wanted to jump up here and recommend. Advocate for your kids. Please don't let these doctors, nurses, pediatricians be abusive towards your children because they get a sick kick out of it. It is disgusting. Number 2, breastfeeding. Number 3, humidifiers with nasal decongestion spray like they got at CVS. Put it in the humidifier. If you got to buy like 4 of them, do it. Vicks. That's another really massive one that helped. And just repetitively do that. And if they put your baby or your toddler or even one of yourselves on steroids, please take it in a timely fashion so that your lungs remain open. I love you, fam. And like I said, Lulu is healing. Let them see her. Mommy. Lulu. Moose. Moosey. Okay, so there you go. So she's actually, hold up. Whoa. She's actually responsive now, so that's actually really good. When we brought her in initially, her oxygen was 93. Really dangerously low. Like she could have literally lost her life. And a baby that's 9 months old has zero reason not to have good oxygen saturation. Just so you parents out there know, they consider good oxygen saturation between 95 and above. So if your child's oxygen, whether it be a baby or toddler or grown kid, does not stay above 95, your baby and toddler or grown kid will be in deep trouble. Well, anyways, long story short, so they took us to another room. They hooked up my baby to an IV, gave her steroids, gave her fluids because of the fact that she had lost her appetite and was unable to eat properly. So we were there about approximately 4 hours. And the doctor at one point came into the room saying that he wanted to send her by ambulance, but I declined. And I declined for the simple reason that I knew that they had what she needed. We are asthmatic. So they gave her the steroid and the nebulizer medication, and that's just what it is. So, and for you parents out there who are unaware, just so y'all know, there is a massive shortage of albuterol, which is the asthma medicine to open up your lungs. Even the pharmacies and hospitals are having a struggle with it. So if you got a baby with RSV or asthma or both, please rush them to the hospital before supplies are not there any longer. I love you, fam. And like I said, Lulu is doing well. I'm praying that tomorrow she doesn't backtrack. I'll give you guys an update. Love you. Bye.